Hey everybody, my name is Rydo, and today we will start our coverage of Dishonored. Dishonored 2 should be coming out right about now, or pretty soon from now, and we want to cover this game. Now, I've played this game before, and as I show you the settings that we're going to be playing this at, one of the things that's most important to point out is I'm going to be playing it on easy. This is one of those games that had rather difficult challenge. Now, if you have played the game Thief or games like Thief, where you run around hiding and trying to assassinate people from the shadows, you might do a lot better on this game than I probably am going to. I will point that out. We're going to have texture details, model details on high, FXAA, anti-aliasing turned up, rat shadows, which is a strange setting in any game. We are going to have it at 1080p, and then the audio will be at 50% with the subtitles on. That's all we really need to do. There are quite a few achievements. There is a perfect run through this where you don't kill anybody, and there is a perfect run through this where you kill everybody, I believe. And neither one of those are realistic gameplay things. I always strive to show my gameplay as being what a average or slightly better than average video game player would play, so I'm not going for any of those achievements. That would take me a lot of time. I'd have to save my game, and when I messed up, load my game, and it's a very boring, very unfun way to cover that. Also, I want to point out in the missions I have all kinds of DLC that we will do later, and one of the DLCs that we did that I got, since I have them all, I think unlocked a few abilities. They were pre-order DLC, so I might have an easier time playing this the second time than I did the first time. And that's really all we need to do, so we are ready now to begin Dishonored. Let us do it. So again, on the difficulty, I've pretty much resolved when I do series like this to do it on easy. It's not fun for people to watch me die over and over again. So a casual experience for new players. I'm not a new player, I've played a lot of things, but when I have to talk and talk about the game, it takes half of my attention right there to do that. So playing on easy is that. Now I think there probably is an achievement or something like that if you beat it on hard or very hard. But again, we're sticking with easy. Enemy damage will be reduced, health is recovered, and potions are more effective. That's pretty much the only difference, is just how much damage you can have. There's also worth pointing out that very few people actually saw it, but this game has a good ending and a bad ending. Almost everybody got the good ending. So with the sequel, I'm assuming they're going to canonize, make canonical the good ending and forget about the bad ending. This game was released when it was felt by a lot of AAA game developers that every game had to have a good ending and bad ending. I'm glad we are past that point and people can just tell the story they really want to tell. But that's enough talking, let us begin. Adjust brightness until you can barely see the darkest symbol. Well then, that would be somewhere right there for me, I guess. Who knows what that will be for the YouTube viewing audience, because depending on whether you're watching this through like an Xbox or on a web browser, the brightness changes completely. Returning home, you've just left from a journey of several months visiting the other nations of the Empire to ask for aid in dealing with the rat plague. You must deliver their diplomatic response to the Empress, whom you serve as the Lord Protector. Well, that's strange that that's not voiced, but okay.
Corvo, if only there was someone else I trusted to send, so that you could remain near. But there is no one else, and the Spy Master was right to insist that I send you.
This is a Bethesda game, by the way.
The plague has taken so many, and we must
Odd.
find a cure. When you are near, my heart is at peace. Emily and I will count the days until you return. Hurry home and bring good news.
Those subtitles are way too small. Apologies for that. That's the default. That's better.
Watch it. Cast off line. Casting off. We're away.
Use the right
Take
stick
us straight to Dunwall Tower. Lord Corvo has news for the Empress, and we've come a long way.
So this world
Long way
is
to bring
strange.
bad news. The sailors say there's a curse on us. Black magic.
Superstition. For all we know, there's a cure for the plague by now.
Maybe. We live in strange times. Sending the Empress's bodyguard away for a couple of months. That's unusual.
Well, this was important. We need help with the rat plague.
There's the birds or rats right there. No, those were rats. So, this is a strange, like,
Oh there! We're going up.
universe. They're attacked by the plague, but then they have fancy technology like this boat, and they are in a sort of British colonial empire led by the Empress, who I serve, or whom I serve.
Pressure. And stop. Shut her down. The Empress will be waiting for your news, Corvo.
This is called a lock, by the way, if you don't know what it is. If you close off one door, fill up the water to a different level, and then you open the next door, usually.
Corvo, she's waiting. You should go
Like-
see the Empress. Fair voyage, sir.
Let us go. So we've got a little arrow pointing us in the other direction. We've got this and some stuff that we can look out there. Nice little banners. We can take a little side note here.
Fewer ships moving along the river now, with the plague and all.
There is also like actual magic in this world. It is a little bit of everything. Magic and
Hello, sir. The
mechanical.
spy master is with her, but she'll want to see you right away.
Watch the lips move as they talk. Well, this guy didn't talk. Well,
She's in the pavilion, sir. She'll be glad to see that you're back.
that feels like a animation without the benefit of facial capture that is used quite often these days. This game is old enough to start showing its hand as far as graphics, but I am certain, pretty certain at least, Dishonored 2 is going to fix that.
Will you tell me about your trip, please? Were there any whales?
Alright, that looks
Wait.
horrible.
Let's play hide and seek first. I'll cover my eyes and you hide. You have time? Mother's busy talking to that nasty old spy master.
So we have a dialogue choice.
Okay, here we go.
This is Emily. Press left stick
Run with
to
me.
drive, to run. I can catch up with her, of course, little legs. So Emily
When
is
you
the
were gone,
daughter of
Mother
the
seemed
Empress.
very sad. I think she missed you. Let's
Now-
go! Let's see if you're still good at this. I'll hide my eyes and count, and at the end of the countdown, I'll try and find you. Okay, I'm going to count to 10. Find a place to hide.
Press B to enter stealth mode. Then stay behind cover to break line of sight with enemies and avoid detection. While sneaking, your footsteps are muffled.
One, two, three, four, five,
probably see my head over this.
Here I come.
By holding Y and then pressing left stick, you can lean around corners, allowing you to look without being seen by enemies.
I'll find you.
So, gotta get over here to lean.
Where are you?
She's right there. So I bet there weren't.
Okay, you win. We should go now, so Mother can see you too. Did you see any monsters while traveling to the other isles? My nanny says the big ocean's full of them. But I think she
So there's nothing really over here, it looks like, right now. We are very much in the tutorial mode. She started talking and running away. I guess I should have followed her more. So this is one of these stealth action games which I've just recently covered, Deus Ex Human Revolution, which is very much a stealth action game too, in the same genre. The story's different and the setting's different by far, but that's mostly how you're supposed to play this game.
Welcome home, Lord Protector.
Of course, if I make a mistake,
Stop moving,
I'm
Campbell.
gonna just kill everybody
You,
in the room.
Corvo, welcome back. From wherever you've been. They sent him all around the Isles to beg for aid. A waste of time. My elixir will banish the plague from this city. Now keep still a moment, High Overseer Campbell.
So we're introduced to a new character, High Overseer Campbell.
The Lord Spymaster is with her, but she said to show you right in.
So this guy painted these paintings and then turned them upside down like that? That makes no sense. You'd scratch them and get them all
I'm
dirty.
not so sure that painting looks like Campbell.
You saw my improvements to the waterlock.
So the waterlock was the thing we came up to. Here's a drink, let's drink it.
What are you doing? I need the bottle to draw the eye away from Campbell. I suppose I can paint him without the cider, though in truth he is always close to the stuff. It was a fool's errand, Corvo. The plague comes from inside us. We must all strengthen our faith. I oversee.
Interesting.
I must ask you to hold
So
your
his face
pose.
looks ugly, but intentionally ugly. But his, it looks even more intentionally ugly. There's definitely an artistic style going here with some really
She'll see you at once.
just awful looking people.
Good to have you back, sir.
Here we go. But when we got up close to Emily, that was terrible. I hope they improve that. I'm sure they will. I've seen in the cutscenes for Dishonored 2 they did.
It's been good traveling with you, Corvo.
So he's a maid.
Hello, my lord.
She just says hello, my lord, and walks away. Let's go hide in the bushes. Nope, can't do that. We're gonna have to meet the Empress.
They're sick people, not criminals.
We've gone beyond that question, Your Majesty.
They're my citizens, and we will save them from the plague if we can. All of them.
Very well.
We will not speak of this again.
Mother, Corvo is back.
Thank you, Emily. Leave us, please.
As you wish, Your Majesty.
So here's the spy master.
Corvo. 2 days early. Full of surprises, as usual.
So we are 2 days early. We can move our view just a little bit when we were locked into that cinematic mode.
Follow me, Captain. We should leave them alone.
So it's important to remember that he said we were 2 days early for what is about to happen. Spoilers. So Empress,
It's a fair wind that brings you home to me. What news have you brought?
give the letters to the Empress.
hoped that one of the other cities had dealt with this before, knew of some cure. This news is very bad. We're at the breaking point. Cowards. They're going to blockade us. They'll wait to see if the plague turns the city into a graveyard.
Are you okay, Mother? You seem sad.
Yes, don't worry, darling. Mother is fine. Wait, where are the guards? Who sent them away?
Mother, look! What are they doing on the rooftop?
What? Emily, come here!
Press right trigger to attack with your right hand and left trigger to attack with your left if you have a weapon or power equipment. Okay. Press and hold right bump to block incoming sword attacks. Okay. Where are they? Where are they?
Look out! Another one!
Where? They're trying to assassinate the Empress.
Corvo, thank you. If you hadn't been here...
No more! Not again!
Mommy!
No! Get away from her! Corvo!
Mommy! Get away! Corvo!
Got me under some magic. I couldn't do anything. Empress! No!
Corvo, it's all coming apart. Find Emily. Protect her. You're the only one who'll know what to do. Won't you? Corvo.
Ward us all. Look at what he's done.
Yes, he's killed the Empress.
No, I didn't.
What
Why-
did you do with young Lady Emily, traitor?
Why don't you
Her
just
own
say
bodyguard.
you didn't?
Ironic.
I'll see you beheaded for this, Corvo. Peg him.
And he just stands there and says nothing. And she says, I'm supposed to know what to do. I have no idea what to do. So, Coolidge Prison. 6 months have passed since you were accused by the royal spy master of murdering the Empress and conspiring to abduct her daughter Emily, the royal heir. Now locked up in Coolidge Prison, the time for your execution draws near. 6 months have passed, and some royal coup has happened, or maybe a military coup, and we didn't ever defend ourselves, I guess, or talk. I don't know. So this is technically the first level, the Coolidge Prison. Order shall prevail.
This is your final chance, Corvo. Sign the confession, and let me give you the rights to put your spirit at ease.
That's enough for now. Get out. Let's give the man some time to think.
Maybe this is why he never talked. It wouldn't have helped.
The Empress is dead. Her daughter Emily is hidden away, and no one will ever know the truth.
Yes, unlucky you. Tomorrow you'll be executed, but it's for a good cause. This country needs strong leadership now, someone to guide the weak, and that's where we come in.
There was nothing personal in this, even though you almost sank our plans. But it turned out well. You were in the wrong place at the right time, and someone has to take the fall. Goodbye, Corvo. Guards! Take him back to his cell.
I really wish the skip button wasn't just by default being shown there. That's rather annoying.
You should eat, Corvo. This meal comes from a friend.
I have friends? Good. Times like these, you need a friend. Press and hold right bump to block melee attacks. Why are you telling me that now? I can't read that. A little fire that warms is better than a big fire that burns. Interesting. toilet. Rock. Caught. So we'll take this bread and eat it. And we have a letter from a friend. Corvo, who we are is irrelevant right now. Just know that we have faith in you. Here's the key to your cell. Once you're out, head for the prison interrogation room. Take the explosive there and plant it on the other door. When the bomb goes off, make it for the river and lose yourself in the sewers. You'll find some useful gear stashed there. One of the prison guards will leave a weapon just outside your cell. And good luck when you're alive and well for what's to come. A friend. So, again, ideally, this is starting right at the beginning, trying to convince you to play stealthily as possible. Just full on.
I can smell you from here. Blow off.
Just open this, sneak around. I have no idea where the people are, but I imagine there are people. Unlike most games that like this, I don't think there is a like sensor I could activate right now. At least they haven't told me about it.
People are coming to the execution tomorrow.
That would have told me.
I shouldn't be here. Now I'm gonna die for nothing.
Like, I have no way. There's no map being shown here. There's a bad guy there.
Burn this place to the ground. Tell Slackjaw I'm in here. He's gotta get me out. You're out. Good for you. Cut some throats.
The solitary wing is off limits to maintenance crews.
So if I wanted to escape,
an officer of the watch.
if I could get up, like, way up there, I guess that would make sense.
Notice.
But I don't know how to do any of that. Let's see. I can lean here, and I guess in theory I'm safe. But how do you get out of this place without killing a bunch of people?
Curse those rich milk bloods for putting me here.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything unless we have a non-lethal approach. Here we go. With sword in hand, assassinate an unaware enemy by pressing right trigger, or approach an unaware enemy from behind with right bump to perform a non-lethal takedown. Use stealth and non-lethal approach for using stealth and non-lethal approach has benefits: fewer rats and weepers. Some people react favorably, and the final outcome is not as dark. Honestly, I don't think the ending is incredibly different either way. So, if we do this...
I'll find you.
Yeah, apparently I was supposed to hold that. So much for that.
Attention. Tomorrow's execution will be restricted.
Now, I'm at half health right now.
And approved dignitaries only.
And that has just set off a huge potential alarm. We'll take the money off this guy. So with every dead body, we encourage the rats some more to appear. Can I jump in this? I guess I can jump on it. And rats will come and eventually devour the bodies. Sometimes, if there are rats around. We'll go ahead and take the pistol. We'll take the health. Now, we haven't pressed and hold left bump to access this, then press this, and then press B to get our health back.
The solitary wing is off limits to maintenance crews, unless accompanied by an officer of the watch.
So, in theory, I want to get back to the stealth gameplay, even though I totally screwed that up. That would have been a difficult room just by just by the 3 people in it. Just to get that far. Approach a ledge and hit A here. So we've climbed up here. We'll take another thing. Apparently they like dogfighting. Tin of food, tin of food. Maybe I'm eating that food right now and don't need to. Take that. Another pistol for some bullets. Another pistol for some bullets.
Seen anybody with signs of the sickness? You're such a chopper.
There, it does feel like a Bethesda game, doesn't it? Wow. So, of the Bethesda games that I wanted to play most recently was Fallout 4, but this might be a more linear, better story Bethesda game to play right now. So you can see there's all kinds of...
Ran off, coward.
You gotta just hold it. Sadly, you cannot do a non-lethal takedown if they're aware. We've got a key. We got another key. And that's the walkway. I think there were 2 paths here. So we can see the rats here. And I think they won't bother me right now, but the white ones I think do bother me. So it might be a smart move. Let's see. And so we have to hit B and left bump and B to get our health back up.
The solitary wing must be scheduled in advance with 1 week's notice.
Unbreakable doors, so some doors are technically going to be breakable. Might as well get these coins, but I'm not sure you really need that much coins. But yeah, having played this right after watching a lot of people play Fallout 4, it is Bethesda's mentality of having stuff to pick up all over the place, whether you need it or not. Now, it doesn't have any of the Fallout 4 mechanics of building bases or breaking down things you pick up for parts to build other things.
Tomorrow's execution will be restricted to the personnel assigned to the event and approved dignitaries.
So I'm moving rather slowly here. I can't open that. Nasty creatures, empty bottles, so we can throw that to make a distraction. I was playing a game recently where you'd pick up bottles and they wouldn't break when you threw them. Gone Home. Yes, that's what I was doing, was the game. And boy, was it not satisfying to throw a bottle and have it just not break. That's very dissatisfying. So you can hold X here to peek through the keyhole before you open it. That, in theory, might help you. But with my poor skills, there's probably not a great chance that it will. Drinking water, I believe, will refill our magic once we have the magic, but we don't have it yet. It's slowly introducing abilities to us. So here's maybe the Emperor. It's hard to tell, there's no writing there. Pick up these coins. Here's a duty officer's report. Corvo's interrogation. Corvo, formerly the Royal Protector, will be brought in for interrogation. This is of utmost importance. The Lord Regent and Higher Overseer will conduct the questioning themselves, follow their orders without hesitation, and keep the torturer under control. If Corvo dies in his hands, instead of giving a public execution the Lord Regent wants, it'll be your head that rolls next. So we could read journals. Now, press back to access the journal. There you can review your mission objectives and choose which ones to track. Read mission clues and information about your gear and manage your natural powers. So let's go do that. Right now we have no mission clues and no mission items, and we have the objective of picking up the explosives. We have 2 notes, no books, and no audiographs. And we have 161 coins and 1 health elixir. We have 2 keys to the yard walkway and 1 to the cell. We have the City Watch pistol and the City Watch sword. We have 3 regular bullets, and we have no upgrades. So we don't have the magic quite yet to do any of that. We could see our history. There has been not very many as far as this mission, but there was some in the previous mission. A couple. Alright. Doesn't look like we're gonna search in drawers. Doesn't look like we're gonna search in cabinets. Doesn't look like we're gonna really look at pictures. Let's play this audiograph player.
Corvo's unconscious again. Though he's taken more punishment than the 2 men we brought in for interrogation. When he wakes, we'll start again. Having him sign the confession for her murder isn't critical, but it might be useful to us later. The assassination of an Empress is not a trivial matter.
How they get the audio on these little cue cards, I have no idea. That doesn't make any sense. Not one bit. But, whatever. Empty bottle, we don't need that, so we'll put it back down. I don't want to make noise right now. That would be the opposite. But I'm sure there are some bottles that aren't empty and actually have liquids to drink. But right now it doesn't seem like that's the case. So we're looking around. In here is the explosive. Let's get all the coins first. So we know we're gonna... Here's the Trials of Aptitude. So this is a book, and if you want to read the books, you're gonna just have to play the game yourself or pause it right now, because I'm certainly not going to spend the effort and time reading books in games like these. It would be very boring, and people don't want to hear me read it. I promise you, you don't. So the safe was unlocked apparently. We have the explosive. Now we go to break out. It has been very strangely empty, this prison.
To the event and approved dignitaries only.
So he just walked through here.
Beckworth, you lazy slug. Did you patrol the yard?
Sorry, not yet. I was gonna report that boiler leak from yesterday.
Forget it. Just do your rounds. A report's trouble for both of us.
I'm moving.
Alright. Again, without some kind of sense ability, I have no clue how you would take these guys out. Like this guy.
I heard you got eaten alive in cars.
I don't need shit from you.
Attention. The solitary wing is off limits to maintenance.
I have no idea if these people
unless
can see
accompanied
me.
by an officer of the watch.
I mean, you would think these people can see me.
Must be scheduled in advance with 1 week's notice.
This is the whole problem of this, is that hole. I'm being given no indication whatsoever what I can be seeing or not. That guy's just stepping on rats.
Stupid god.
We've already been halfway through this, so. So we've got the body now eliminated. Will he not see the body? Is that the case?
Attention. Tomorrow's execution will be
We need to sit here and just kind of learn the AI of this game. No cones of vision are being shown, no map. He's looking at this body right now.
I know you're here.
So apparently I can just...
Oh, I'll find. Got you now.
So that was enough, apparently. Where'd that guy come from? I might as well take everything from these people, and so either pickpocket them or kill them is the right solution. More and more rats. One would think that there are dogs in these canisters. The only reason why you wouldn't want to take these guys out is if you've made it up to this point without taking anybody out. And just this first level seems close to impossible.
Escort through the solitary wing must be scheduled in advance, with 1 week's notice.
Hey, what's going on there?
Okay, that caught me immediately. Now, I will have to say that it feels like playing on easy is way easier than whatever I played on originally, which was probably just normal. Where'd the other guy go? There was 2 bodies, and now there's only 1. Did the other guy run away? Yeah, I guess I could get under there and... Let's see. That's not a piece of paper to pick up. That's... And it feels like being in stealth mode doesn't feel like it's really guarantees you won't be spotted. Honestly, I'm not sure if I believe Bethesda has the experience to make a stealth game that would really work as tightly as you would like it to work. And that's probably why I'm having some trouble here. Now, I'm sure, again, I'll say, if you are a master stealth video game player, this is not going to be a big challenge for you. But for a regular player, it certainly feels difficult enough for me to even think about going the whole game. Just seems like a ridiculous goal. And a lot of the achievements when they were originally created were nothing but ridiculous goals that very, very tiny percentages of people. Let's see, I'm leaning and I'm sliding. And then hold X to carry him. And then bring him over here. And didn't he have something on him, or did that fall to the ground when I carried him? Or did I pick it up? I don't know. I hear what sounds like seagulls. This guy's coming this way. Is he gonna see me? Alright, so he makes a convenient little sound. There we go. Loot that guy. think I may have lost the opportunity to loot the other guy. Let's just go ahead and hit that switch. It doesn't seem like there's enough here to not go ahead and do that. No pickup items. So did I just close that door? I think I did. So before we put the bomb here, let's be nice and just in case this bomb goes off really, really big, we'll just come over here and put it in there. We have no reason to kill who are effectively our own men and being duped by their leaders. Run. So the explosion was kind of big. Now we escape the prison through the outer door. Jump from the bridge. Really? So don't go down that way. Let's just go. And now we have an oxygen meter. And we're trying to reach the sewer tunnels, which seem to be this way. I think I'm gonna have to surface. Nope. Yeah, I am gonna have to surface. A lot of dog cages around here. So they didn't see me. So through the sewer tunnels we go. Escape into the sewers. And they said there was gonna be something here for us. Whoever our mysterious helpers were. And of course it says go to the sewers because we are leaving this level. Fugitive, you have escaped Coolidge Prison. I thought it was loading. Sorry, I sat there for quiet. It probably would have been loading if I didn't have this installed on an SSD. You have escaped Coolidge Prison with the help of a hidden allies. If you reach the Rinhaven River, they promise to aid you in your next move. The Outsider walks among us. Now the Outsider is this kind of mythological character. Let's see. We are now still trying to escape the Coolidge Prison. Dunwall sewers. Find the supply chest. So
how many people did he kill on his way out of the prison? I guess if you'll kill the Empress, you don't care about a few guards.
Shut up. Look at this stuff. Somebody's been down here.
Bottle Street gang, maybe. Watch for booby traps. Could be some down here by the look of it.
Good. If we're
so
lucky, one of them will
see
get
the
caught.
white rats?
You're afraid of them?
That means there's too many of them.
Kids like you never saw what he was like. I saw him fight 3-1 in the practice yard. In a whirlwind.
So they're talking and mentioning
I hope it is too.
that you killed a bunch of people because I killed a bunch of people. Corvo, if you're reading this, it means our plan worked and you've broken free from the Coolidge. One of our contacts has hidden weapons for you somewhere deeper into the sewers. Grab the gear and find Samuel where the tunnels dump out into the river. He will bring you to us. So I need to get up here and above these rats. That is far too many. Those things will start hurting me. You can walk around like 1 or 2 rats, but when they're in big amounts, well, this happens. So those two being upset that I killed a bunch of people doesn't really matter. These rats are obviously like magically entailed, magical in some way because they're eating like all the bones and everything, and they're not cannibalizing each other, which rats tend to do have a high tendency to cannibalize each other. So the white rats are your indicator there that stay away from them. It's pretty much an instant kill, I think. So yeah, it'd be really stupid to open this door if you could. Why that barred door doesn't stops the rats, I don't know. The whole point of that scene was to teach you to stay away from the rats. And again, I am not sure why rat shadows slowed down this game, but apparently it did, because that's one of the settings that in the video settings people often said turn off if it was running badly. Fortunately, my graphics card is powerful enough these days to handle it. Yeah, yeah, that's a good yeah, I'm gonna die. Okay, so on easy mode, not quite a instant kill, but still not something you would want to mess with. So, am I supposed to swim or am I supposed to walk? And if they are in a group, they probably are still going to be aggressive. And they are nasty creatures in general, so I'd say kill the rats. Is that going to get you some kind of achievement or something? I don't know. And frankly, since we know one of the achievements required for this is a no-kill run, and we couldn't even do it for that small amount of time, the first level, I have no interest in getting any of the achievements, because in Steam, if you don't get 100%, it really doesn't matter. Well, sorta. Steam counts 100% achievement completion as its own separate metric versus games that you don't get that on. And certainly there are a lot of games where you just, it's not realistic to get 100%. Where you'll look at the global stats on some games and very small percentage of players get it, less than 1%, less than 0.1% sometimes. I recently did a couple of episodes on the game Pac-Man Championship Edition DX Plus, and one of the medals in the game is, which is its own separate thing on top of achievements, requires you to get a score so high that you're in the top like 1% of all players who play the game. So another corpse. I guess we could carry and throw them, but corpses will just increase the rats. So ideally you don't want corpses, but I don't know how you get rid of them without the rats eating them. If there is some way to burn the corpse or something. That's beyond my knowledge. Maybe I need to use some corpses to distract the rats. That might be a possibility. Interesting, these are oil lanterns, that we'll see more about that later in the game. Eating the food even though it really doesn't help me any. Empty bottles, empty bottles. Start it over there. Come over here. There's another body that fell.
Bodies in the carts headed to the flooded district? Yeah, screw that. That's too far. I don't want to catch the plague, do you?
No. Doesn't the elixir prevent it?
Maybe. Either way, let's just dump them down there. Let the rats eat them.
So, you can see how they are encouraging the plague. Yeah, the bodies are... that's way too many rats. I don't think I can beat them. I have like 7 elixirs to rejoin my health, but I still don't think I could take on the rats with that much. I don't think we're gonna get any more bodies, so we'd have like 3 chances. Is that enough? So I'm gonna try and run around this way. Hold this X button before they start attacking me, and run this way. And assumedly this little piece of wood's gonna stop the rats.
Attention, Dunwall
I doubt
citizens. The assassin Corvo, responsible for the murder of our fair Empress and the disappearance of Lady Emily, heir to the throne, has temporarily escaped state custody. Several brave officers of the state are dead by his hand. He is to be captured or killed at any cost.
Here's a rat skewer, if you want to eat rat. More reason to understand why the plague is getting worse and worse. I want to point out that in the actual plague, it wasn't actually the rats that they thought were causing the plague. The rats were causing the plague, but everybody in the time thought it was the cats, and the cats were getting killed instead of rats, and thus there was more rats. So they actually made it incredibly worse on themselves. And technically it's not the rats that was carrying the plague either. I think it was a flea on the rats, but effectively it was the rats. Whether it was a flea actually carrying it. And even more oddly, this chain graphics looks pretty bad. It's worth mentioning that squirrels today almost 100% carry the plague. So if you got bitten by a squirrel, you need to go to a hospital immediately, because treatment for the plague is doable, but it needs to be done very, very fast. So if you were bitten by a rat or a squirrel, I would recommend calling 911 and driving and getting to a hospital as fast as possible. Maybe 911 will tell you to drive yourself. Maybe they won't. What in the world was that? Oh yes, there are booby traps, and I just walked right through one. So we'll have to be more careful from now on. So that's the right way. I want to go the wrong way first. So little rocket launcher, projectile launcher, we get some incendiary bolts, which means we'll eventually get a crossbow. Little skull here. Nothing else to pick up. Unless we're supposed to get up here. Interesting. And does getting up here help in any way? Well, yes it does. Because I could have then gotten to that and disconnected that little bolt. I could have even walked right through that part. That rope. Let's see. Pouch, coins, coins, coins. There's people living in the sewers, obviously. And That's no good for disease. Can't get around that way. I think I can just get around this way though. It'll just be quicker and easier to do this. Hemlock essence, coin, coin. What's a hemlock essence? I don't know. We'll have to figure that out. Another corpse, we'll loot it. Get so many coins and have no use for them at all. We'll probably eventually find a use for them. To the Lord Protector. Pouch. Corpse. Corpse. Nothing over here. Good. One more letter. Greetings, Corvo, should I say Lord Protector, as you were known before the title was wrongfully taken from you. We are servants of the Empire and the true Empress, a group of loyalists who want very much to meet you. Take these weapons crafted from the finest materials of the Isles and meet with our man Samuel, where these tunnels spill out to the Rinhaven River. All haste and luck, we share a common purpose. And it just opens, and we get the special equipment. A crossbow gun, and a retractable sword that is nice looking. And some clothes that apparently maybe we used. Press and hold left bump to open the quick access wheel, select the gadget or power you want to equip for your left hand, then release the left bump. To assign a hotkey to a weapon or power by selecting an item in the quick access wheel, press in any direction on the D-pad. So, right now we have the pistol, the crossbow bolt, incendiary bolt, and sleep dart. So if I had the sleep dart from this point, if you had made it to this point, the sleep dart makes sense. And I think we're still gonna try to mostly focus on that. So I'll set the sleep dart here, and the crossbow bolt's already set here, and I'll set the health there, and incendiary bolt here, I guess. So, incendiary bolt, sleep dart, regular bolt, and the gun. Okay. So if we were just gonna use that, we would use the sleep dart. Press B to slide while sprinting. Ah, interesting. So that guy's over there. Instead of triggering it and then getting it, why not take the bolt, disarm and trigger? Now if that was going to give us XP to level up, that would be really cool. But I don't think this game is big enough to do things like that. Jelly, in case you're too daft to remember, look to your whiskey for the answer. Whiskey, got it. If you want to share, you'll sort it out. If not, I'll come back for it next month. Look to your whiskey for the answer. So we have a combination lock. We need to find his whiskey and figure out that code. I want to open that safe. And so, who is Jelly and where is he? We don't need to be stealthily down this way though. Dunwall Market. And we need to find the combination. You can't just put in a code. So even if we did know the code, it's not enough. Empty bottle, throw. Or empty bottle, throw. Corpse. So if it is any of the other corpses way back there, we've missed it. And I'm not gonna bother to try and find. Let's see. But it might very well just be.
You won't get past me, sir. Do you know who we're hunting here? Don't try to take him out alone.
But what if no one from the squad is around?
And try to make a lot of noise when you die. Knock something over if you can.
Bastard.
Interesting. So again, the game is reminding us to not make noise. Otherwise, the bad guys win. I would think that somewhere right here is the, like, the combination would be somewhere in here. But I'm not seeing it.
Probably is. They come here to die sometimes in the dark. You slip into the water, don't come out.
So do I want to fall down this way? I guess. I don't think there's a way back up. So I've probably missed whatever that was in that safe. And there probably wasn't a ton of stuff in the safe.
Wonder how deep it is. I can't see the bottom.
Press back to see the drop down assassination tutorial. Drop on an enemy and press right trigger before landing on them to assassinate them. You won't take any damage from the fall. Alright. So that would have been nice, but he moved, so instead I'll just play the better way. Rat skewers. Yeah, don't eat rat. Just 'cause it's gross, don't eat it. Now, in theory, I think if you left a sleeping body near rats, it still would get eaten. It would just be horribly eaten alive. I can also tell that the... So that was all three of my sleep darts right there, and sleep darts may be incredibly expensive. So that may be the last time I ever get to use it. Unless we start picking things up. And I just don't think these guys actually carry sleep darts on them. So that's not the way. You see a couple of rats here.
Hey, what was that? No, I heard something.
Oops, I didn't realize making noise, killing the rats would make noise.
Nasty furry filth.
So as soon as you start the fight, you've got no choice. So it's incredibly unfair. One guy gets killed, the other three get put to sleep. I still need to sneak around. Could drink water, take the copper wire for money. Hemlock essence. There's a corpse. It's kind of pointless to be on this, so I'll just switch over to the bolts so it's not leaving the red icon of you're out of bullets on. And here we go. I think we are done. with this level. It's been a little longer than what I thought it was going to take. Just trying to keep recording to exactly an hour.
Attention, Dunwall citizens. The assassin Corvo, responsible for the murder of our fair Empress and the disappearance of Lady Emily, heir to the throne, has temporarily escaped state custody. Several brave officers of the state are dead by his hand. He is to be captured or killed at any cost.
So, it's making a big deal about how many I killed. It's really not a big issue, though.
I'm Samuel, and I work for some good people who want very much to meet you. They said you'd come out here. I could still hardly believe it. I'll take you to meet them. Just down the river from here.
Alright, let's go. So that's the official mission, and I'm glad, really glad to see this mission stats here, because I thought for a second that this game didn't have something like this. Actually, I hadn't even thought that it did at all. But this certainly makes it a lot easier to know when to end a recording. So we will play, hopefully, to this point every time. If it takes me an hour plus and I still haven't gotten to this point, then I may break it up into 2 episodes, 2 recordings. So, hostiles killed 9, doors, dead or unconscious bodies found 4. So, if you wanted to do no kills, no alarms, that would have to be 0, 0, 0, 0. Overall chaos for my current total is high. You would want it to be at low or 0, whatever it says. And you would want don't kill anybody to be checked. That means 0 on everything, and ghosts to be checked, which means you'd never be detected. No special actions were needed for this quest, but eventually some may be open as opportunities. We found no runes because there are no runes in this level, no bone trumps because they haven't been introduced also, no outsider shrines because they haven't been introduced, and no Sokolov paintings because that hasn't been introduced. And we found 681 of 1,010 coins, which goes to say there's a lot of coins out in this level, in each level, but potentially a maximum. So it's not like something more like Skyrim where effectively there's an infinite amount of coins. That also probably indicates that if I wanted to purchase everything, I would have to play the game and get almost all of the gold. So replaying missions is an option that if you did want to come back and try to get all of the other no kills done, I would say what you should do is play the game in high chaos mode first. Just like I did. Do your best not to kill people, but if you have to, you have to. And then after you've played it once, you'll probably be severely better at playing this style of game by the time you'll finish the story once. Come back a second time and try it again. Would be my suggestion. Although I'm not sure this game in particular has enough in it to really make somebody interested in playing it a second time. It's a good game, don't get me wrong, it's just not that good of a game that you'd want to play the story 2 or 3 times. Anywho, we've been going an hour and 10 minutes, which is a little longer than what I had planned for. I end all my recordings the same way. I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to, and watch every second of my videos. All that helps me with YouTube, lets YouTube know my videos are good and it's worth watching. If you want to support me further, you can click on my name Rydo. That gets you to my main YouTube page. On the right is a blue button that says support this channel. You can click that, make a donation. Also on my main YouTube page is a playlist tab. You can click that and see all the games that I have covered. I'm sure there's some playlist there that will catch your interest, and please do check those out. Watch some of those. Also, finally, down below in the description box, I have social media links to Twitter, Facebook, Tumblr, Google+. You can friend me on Steam, and you can friend me on battle.net. So, if you follow me on any of those first four things, you will see right when new videos come out that I release new videos every Monday through Friday. So expect tomorrow's episode to come out right about the same time you saw today's. Unless today happens to be Friday, then expect it Monday. I don't know what day today is because I record these series well in advance. So also, if you give me comments about like issues, I probably won't, like audio or video issues, I probably won't even see those until I've completely recorded the entire series, but I do my best to avoid things like that. And then I wrap up all my recordings the same way, and I really do mean it. I want to say thank you for watching and have a good evening. So, thank you for watching and have a good evening. Bye.